2022 is finally here, and I'm in a hotel for some reason. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Thanks so much for coming back. For those of you who are newly subscribed, thanks so much, which I guess would be all of you. I appreciate you guys coming over here, whether you're a friend of mine or somebody who knows me from TikTok or somebody who knows me from some previous work that I did. I appreciate you being here. Or if you're just a fan of hockey stuff and you happen to stumble upon my content on my channel, that's awesome. Today is one of the more eventful days in the NHL, I guess you would say. It is the NHL Winter Classic, a New Year's Day staple now. So I thought it would be a good idea to sit down and rank all of the Winter Classic jerseys on a tier list. As I was going through the Winter Classic jerseys, there were a few that I was like sad that weren't on this list and realized like, oh, that was like a Heritage game, or oh, that was just a Stadium Series game. So I've included a bunch of them. I think this is all of them. We may or may not be missing this year's now that I'm looking at it. What are you gonna do? You live, you learn, you laugh, you love, you pray. So let's just start it off. Let's just go top to bottom for the ones that we got here. We do have a lot of newer ones. Oh, yeah, they are. Oh, they are. Oh, so what I was saying was actually nonsense. So completely ignore everything I just said. It's all here. Everything we need is all here. All right, so let's just take it from the top down. These are not in chronological order. They're not in alphabetical order. They're just in what I would call a fucking order. So if you're new here, please please subscribe. It would really help me out. And let me know in the comments what kind of videos you guys want to see. These are 2 NHL videos in a row. All sorts of other stuff coming. I'm planning on doing some vlogs, some podcasts, all sorts of other stuff, hockey related, baseball related, just lifestyle stuff, playing games, all sorts of stuff. So if you like what you're seeing, let me know in the comments. If it's something you want to see, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, that would really help me out. I really appreciate you guys. Now, let's get to it. All right, so the first one we got here is the Oilers Orange. Now, I don't think, it's tough to tell if this is different from their like home jersey now at all. Listen, the orange gets a lot of hate from people, and I'll tell you why. Because it's a bad jersey. Because it's a very bad jersey. I dislike these a lot. A lot of other people do. I'm just gonna follow with the pack here and say that it's hated for a reason. It's not a good jersey. It's a D. It's a D tier jersey. And what a jump we're making here. What an absolute fucking jump we're making. I mean, how do you not love that? The deep blues on the Jets logo. I mean, it screams Teemu Selanne. And anything that screams Teemu Selanne, I think, is a positive in my book. We're gonna put it A. We're gonna put it A for now. We're definitely gonna have to check back a couple of different times here. I'm worried that I'm gonna crowd the tops and the bottoms, because I know I love some of these and I know I hate some of these. There's like one in particular that I can't wait to fire into the fucking sun. We actually might make another level here. St. Louis! The blue St. Louis Blues, the blue St. Louis Blues jersey. I like this jersey, and I liked it a lot when it came out. I like the color scheme of it. One thing I don't like about it is how plain the shoulders are. That's like a theme that we're gonna run into a lot here. Is like that is kind of a sign of this time and of the style that like we're all looking for here with this like vintage heritage outdoor hockey vibe. It's a little too plain for me on the shoulders here. It doesn't do for me what this color scheme should. The baby blue and yellow, I mean, everybody loves it in every sport. You know, like when the Sabres went back to it, everyone was stoked about it. Like when the Chargers started the powder blues, everyone was into it. Like it's a color scheme that gets the people going, and this didn't really get the people going. And that should say something. This is BC. This is sitting right here. I'm going to give it a B for now. I got the Blackhawks again, so low on the arms. That's like elbow level. I don't like the shoulder logo being that low either. I think this is such a strong color scheme, such a strong logo. It had so much potential and they didn't live up to it, and it does nothing for me. I think that's what C is. C does nothing. It doesn't make me feel anything. It doesn't tickle me. All right, I'm gonna get tired of saying the same things. I'm gonna honestly get tired of saying like the exact same things about every jersey, because everyone did the low arm stripes way below the shoulders. These, much like a couple of others that we're gonna get to, look like a fucking practice jersey. They look like a practice jersey. I really don't care for these. And the Habs have such great regular jerseys, like probably the best in the league, maybe like up there with like Detroit and Chicago. So when you have such a leg up and you don't take advantage of it, it's so frustrating. You made a practice jersey. You made a practice jersey. This is D. I'm getting like actually worked up over this. Ottawa, first of all, who cares? Has anyone thought about this jersey since it came out? No. Which to me, I'm getting all worked up. We're talking talking jerseys. I don't need to. We're just talking jerseys. We're talking jerseys. I don't need to get worked up. I don't need to get worked up. I mean, realistically here, it's a BCD jersey. It's a CD jersey. It's a C jersey. How's that for just trusting your gut, huh? Okay. This one has the silver trim at the tops and bottoms of the white stripe. It feels the way it should. And for that, you gotta give him some points. I think this fits right in with this guy. Like I get what you were going for, and it almost did it. Like, that's what I think B is. I totally see what you were going for. You almost nailed it. Good job. These are so good. These are so good. I love these ones. The Red Wings, just the best. The best colorway, the strongest team identity, except for the last like 5-10 years. I think that's A. I think that fits up there with the Jets jersey. I mean, it's so good. It's so classic. Like, how do you go wrong? It's so good. What's going on here? Do either of these appear again? I don't see the Rangers one again. I guess we're just gonna rate them together? This is a disaster. What do you even do with this? You know, we're 8 in now, and I'm like starting to like get a little stripe exhaustion. Striped out, strired. These are both almost good jerseys. They're good, almost really good jerseys. I think these are both B jerseys. I think it almost kind of works out because I think I would have put them both in B. You know, my gut is screaming at me about this one. This is a C jersey. Like this, I don't care about this. Whatever, sure. You made another jersey. It just looks like if you had a computer generate like, hey, we need another Flyers jersey. Here's like a boring one. That's a C jersey. I don't care. I don't care about that jersey. Now, in case you don't know, I'm a Bruins fan, so that makes this a little hard. I'm gonna do my absolute best to be unbiased. I really think that I can be unbiased, so I'm gonna be totally unbiased and put this in S. Joke. But seriously, so here's what I like about this one is, one, it brought back the bear and it incorporated some brown, a little bit of brown. The Bruins should go back to, in case you haven't heard me say that by now. That's kind of like the main thing I say. It's like if I was an action figure, if I was like a Buzz Lightyear, when you pressed my first button, I would go, the Bruins should wear brown instead of black. They should. It looks so much better. And I think bringing back this logo is part of it. So it makes me want to give it a high grade, but also it's so boring. I think it fits in these Bs. It really does. I'm gonna overload the B. I already know it. Now, we talked about how much of a leg up the Canadiens get. Such a good regular jersey. I don't like what they did with the colorway. I don't. I think it's a C. I think it's a whatever. I think you tried. B is like, oh, you tried and I get it. C is like, either I don't care or like you tried and you missed. I think this is a try and a miss. Now, this is the first of the newspaper print yellowed jerseys. Say what you will about them. This one, I think, works. I like this one. I think this is an A jersey for me. There's enough detail in the shoulders that I'm not bored up top. The one thing you can say is that the newspaper print and the yellow don't go great together. It's kind of a little, but I think that's what's keeping it out of S. I still think this is an A jersey. It's a great jersey. Detroit. Another jersey that I so get and I like, but I can't say it's good. I think this is a B jersey. It's simple and it's clean, and it does have the logo on the shoulders as to not look like a practice jersey. When you have that logo, how can you not put that on the chest? The D, it took me a second to look at it. It kind of looks like a T and upside down pie symbol. Maybe I'm just stupid and can't read. I think this is a B. This is a B jersey. Now, this is a little bit of a Mandela effect one for me because this is the one I remember the most of the Penguins outdoor jerseys. But I remember this one being the one that had the scarf on the Penguins' neck. And it doesn't. It's actually this dark blue one here with the light blue accents. I love the baby blue. I love the baby blue. I love how it looked in the snow. I kind of want to put him S. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I love them. I love seeing them at Penguins games now because it's not even like in their color scheme. It's like they said, you know what? Let's do something new. Let's do something new, baby. Let's slap a scarf on that Penguin. Once you start slapping clothing on birds, wait, no, this is the one that doesn't have the scarf. Does that bring it down to A? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's still so good. It's so good. All right. So this is a Blackhawks Winter Classic jersey. I just wish I had a stronger opinion about this one. I think it's like good. You know, I think it's like good. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it. Hold on. I might have just scared some folks. I'm not putting this in F. I totally see why you would have thought that that's like what I was doing there. I'm gonna move some stuff around. Stuff's gotta get shuffled here because we're gonna crowd the middle. We're for sure gonna crowd the plate a little bit, and we don't need to be doing that. We'll come back. All right, I gotta stop. Okay, what's this one? Blackhawks. It's one that I wish I could feel something about. I'm sure people are gonna say this belongs in B or A. I think it's like I really wish I cared about it. Like all the colors are integrated into it in a new way, in a new logo, but that circle logo just makes me think, what the fuck ever. It's too small. It's like sandwiched in between the two middle layers of the stripes when it could encompass the outer stripes as well and be bigger. I just can't bring myself to give a shit about this jersey. Yeah, that's where it's going. It's going C. I gotta step away from it. It's going C. I'm so sorry. All right, this is gonna be a lightning fast. You ready for this? Boom. Boom. Shabbat shalom. Thanks for coming. Have a great day. Those are both A-tier jerseys. The penguin, the scarf, I'll tell you, the scarf adds to that one because this one is good. It becomes great when you see the scarf. You go out of your way to make sure to bring all your stuff to the hotel that you're filming at. And then you just don't turn the ring light on till halfway through the video. You just realize it's not even plugged in. Not plugged in, not using it, just sitting there. What a perfect waste of resources. All I know is I love these Flames jerseys. They look like they're Gryffindor or something. Fuck these jerseys. These aren't jerseys, these are a sweatshirt. I hate this. Listen, the color scheme of the maroon and teal is cool. It's cool. You have to use it right. You can't cut the jersey in half with a white belt and make them wear a teal shirt with a maroon kilt. Terrible. I hate these terrible. We're gonna have to fly because there's so many of these. These Bees jerseys, I really like them. They're definitely the best of the Bruins ones. Classic B from like the 40s. I like them better than this. Watch this compromise. You ready for this? Who's a fucking hometown player? I know this isn't an A jersey. I know this doesn't belong up here. I know that. I can see that. This is a very good jersey. It belongs with these guys. These bad boys suck. It sucks to say it. They're D jerseys. They're bad. They're bad jerseys. The color is awful. That B is horrendous. I hate this jersey. I hate this time period. I'm so glad that this is not in the Bruins ether anymore. I'm glad I don't see these jerseys anymore. I do not like them at all, but at least they're not these pieces of fucking shit from Anaheim. Dude, all right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We've said it about Montreal. We've said it about Detroit. About having this like leg up of like you just already have a good logo. You have a good color scheme. Like you don't need to really change much. You just need to make your jersey. Just make it like it's good. It's gonna be good. Anaheim, you guys had the one. You guys had the main one. Everybody loved it. From C to shining fucking C, dude. Everybody was like, that is fucking sick. And when you lost the rights to it, you know what you should have done? You should have bought the rights to it. And if you're gonna change it, if Disney's asking price is astronomical and you can't match it, I understand. Dude, I understand. They're Disney, dude. They got deep pockets, man. You can't go orange. Dude, it's orange and tan. Whose favorite color is fucking tan? Like the logo, the color of like a shit car. Like the shittiest car you can imagine is that color. You guys fuck yourselves so hard and then you make this boring piece of shit. This jersey sucks. This jersey should be fired into the sun. All right, let's just get it over with. Yeah, you guys made a good jersey. Blah, 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 blah. All right, it's not necessarily a Winter Classic jersey, but it's an A-level jersey. It's a great jersey. This black Blackhawks, again, dude, it's so much like this one where like I get what you were going for and I wanted to like it. I saw it and I went, ooh, don't care for it. All black Philly. Again, I get what you were going for, but you guys looked like shit. Blue Jets. Again, great. I love the throwback to this era of the Jets. I love the dark blue. It's just not as clean as the white, so it belongs in B. Boom. We're being diplomatic as fuck right now. In that same vein, you guys blew it. You blew it. That's a terrible... It's not even your worst thing you've done with jerseys in the last 5 years. Listen, the early 2000s Mike Modano stars looked wonderful. They looked wonderful. You didn't need to change it. You didn't need to change it. And you guys, you did the uterus, and then you did these, and then you did the neon glow in the dark shit. You guys also did the all white, didn't you? Wasn't that you guys? Holy shit, you guys have fucked up your jerseys. And so all that considered, these aren't the worst Stars jerseys, but I'm taking out a lot of my jersey frustration on Dallas with this selection. It's down there because of Dallas's reputation now with jerseys. It's bad. Figure it out, guys. So this, much like the Philly one, it's uninspiring. It's like, you know what? If there was like a video game, if there was some kind of NHL video game, if you can imagine a video game where you play hockey. In the video game, if there was a mode called like NHL After Hours, like NHL After Dark, you're playing like roller hockey in an alleyway. You know, you play with NHL teams, but like it's totally underground and it's for money. This is like a fucking cool level I'm describing. This is pretty sick. And it's behind like a Chinese restaurant. This is like the jerseys, like this Philly one and this Pittsburgh one is like what they would wear. You can play online and you can like build money and it's basically mobsters. Maybe the NHL doesn't want to be associated with that. Doesn't mean these jerseys are good, especially for an outdoor game. They're the same thing. They're the same thing as the Philly ones. They're boring. If the Winter Classic took place in an alley behind a Chinese restaurant, I would, yeah. Now let's talk about these. Vancouver. Vancouver jerseys have sucked for a long time. Quite some time. This guy? That is one fuck of a jersey. That is one fuck of a jersey. You guys should just be maroon and white. You guys should just be maroon and white. Who's stopping you? You need to be blue and green. Do you think anyone in Vancouver has ever said like, oh, I love the Canucks. I bleed blue and green. I bleed blue and green. Teal and aquamarine. I bleed it. No, nobody says that. These are great jerseys though. Okay, these Toronto ones. Obviously too many arm stripes. Big problem there. Obviously too many arm stripes. Obviously too many. Like obviously way too many. Now if anyone wants to fight me on this one, you can go fuck yourself. That's the best one. This is what the Winter Classic should look like. Vintage, but definitely a modern take on vintage. It is clean. Ugh! Makes me want to move to Michigan. It is so good. And here's a great example of what is not good, dude. These are horrible, these black ones. Just nothing. It's just nothing. It's not even a practice jersey. It looks like it's not unlocked yet. We're talking video games a lot today, but this looks like you haven't unlocked these. Get these the fuck out of my face. We're moving on to some really interesting ones. Fucking so good. I want to put them S. I'm going to put them A. They're just not quite as good as these, but I love the shield. And I love that it's a different shape. These Leafs ones, I get what you guys are going for, but you missed it, and they're not as good as these Blues. They go here. Sharks, you guys, you missed. You missed it. This is ugly. It's horrible. It's not the Winter Classic. It's not an outdoor game. There's nothing good about it. It's a fucking failure. It's a failure. You did a bad job. I like these Blackhawks ones. I do. It's for sure different. It doesn't necessarily feel like the Blackhawks, which is what's making me put it as low as I am, but I do like them. But they're a C jersey. All of your guys' are just there. They're fine. They're good. They're whatever, man. These ones are so clean. I mean, the colors of the Wild look more historic than they are. These jerseys aren't great, but they're good. They're good. I'm going to put them B. I think they belong in B. Love that they went with this logo, Colorado. I love that you guys went with this logo. I missed this logo. I like that you incorporated your colors just a little bit. But these shoulders are so boring. The shoulders are so boring. There's almost not enough color. The other ones had too much color. It's a little song that I wrote about how you guys almost made a good jersey and instead you made a DC. We're not talking about this one. We're not talking about this one. You know how I feel about that one. You should know how I feel about that one. Get that out of here. Kings, you guys, same thing. Listen, all these like loud color ones are all gonna be in the same place. Caps, these blue guys. You tried, you failed. You tried, you failed. All right, Philly, you cheated a little bit with the strings. The strings are just too good. The strings are just too good. It's an A jersey. It's an A jersey. You nailed it. That newspaper yellow, I knew it was somewhere else. And you know who else made a good fucking jersey? Buffalo Sabres. Not really too different than their regular jerseys, but I don't care. They're fucking good. Much like many others that we're looking at here, it's like I so get what you were going for, and I don't think you did it. The stars across the upper chest, you guys tried. You almost made a great jersey. You made a good jersey. Let's have a round of applause for the Chicago Blackhawks, ladies and gentlemen. They finally made a jersey better than a C. That's an A jersey. That's what you want out of a Winter Classic jersey. And speaking of, that's a fart of a jersey. That's a fart of a jersey. I'm not even giving that the time of day. Goddamn Kings. Get the fuck out of here, dude. What are you guys... The second you guys became black and white, the second I gave up any faith in you guys, honestly. And these are all the same. This one and these two are the exact same. It's just dull. It's not... You didn't try. You didn't try. You get an F for effort. You get a D, I guess. You get a D for effort. Some people love these. Some people love these. Some people hate these. Christmas green. I grew up watching the Devils black and red. I never really saw them green and red. It's a little Christmassy. They're B jerseys. They're B. They're good. But that's it. That's all they are. They're good. I think we're sensing a pattern here. I do not like this style of jersey. I don't. This Smashville one, I liked at first glance, and then I realized I can't really read it. And then I looked at it more and realized what's going on with the fonts here. And then I looked at the back of it, realized the numbers aren't even the same font. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they thought like Smashville, oh, we'll just smash a bunch of shit together. Like, is that their thought process? If so, you don't need to do that. You didn't need to do that. You could have just not done that. But you did, and there's no taking it back, dude. So we're getting down to the wire here. These Islanders ones, uninspiring. Don't give a shit about them. I think they tend towards bad. I think they're going D. These Rangers ones, same thing. You guys have such a good logo. You have such a good whatever. Uninspired. Don't feel shit. Don't give a shit about them. These, definitely the better Senators ones. Definitely the better Senators ones. This is a B jersey. It's a good jersey. It's a good jersey. Now, Pittsburgh. We got Pittsburgh using the gold again. Who gives a shit? Those are so whatever, but like, no, they're D. They're D. They're D. I'm trying not to do D, but they're D. Flames are always A. Flames jerseys are just fucking unbelievable. I'm skipping Minnesota for right now. We'll come back to it. These Caps ones, get what they were going for. They almost did it. It's as good as their other one. I would probably say better, but do they belong up here? Or does this belong down here? This belongs down here. Yep. There we go. Yep. That's it. That's totally it. Now, this Predators one with the text across the front, not a huge fan of the text, but I'm not going to let that detract all too much. I'm going to focus on the other things that can detract from it, like the fact that it just has like one little stripe across the elbows. There's nothing going on in the shoulders. Uninspired, I think it's D. Now, we just talked about Christmas. These are Christmas jerseys. These Minnesota jerseys for this Winter Classic. Today's Winter Classic. They're a little too Christmassy, and there's one part about it that freaking sucks, and it's this stripe across the upper chest that just stops. What is that? Because I already feel like the logo is low, clunky. It looks like a Christmas sweater more than it looks like a good hockey jersey, and I wanted to like it. I really wanted to like it, but it's just too fucking busy. And god damn it, it's a D. God damn it, it's a D. I want to like it so much, and I don't even blame you for being mad at me, because you should be. That's a fucking good jersey, almost. But the way they fucked it up is so detrimental, it has to fall all the way down to a D. I'm sorry. All right, you know what? That's absolutely not fair for me to put that there. I can recognize that. That's not fair. I mean, the LA one, how are you serious? Like, how are you serious? There's no way that you're serious. And the Anaheim, I mean, and literally every single one of these is like, there's no fucking way. You're wearing that? Like, on purpose? Like, because you're choosing to? All right, well, here's the list. Happy New Year's, everybody. Happy New Year's. Let's have a great 2022. Let's have a great 2022. I appreciate you guys coming by here. If this is your first time over here, leave a like and subscribe and come hang out, man. The channel's brand new. Not a whole bunch of people over here yet. Hopefully, a year from now, when we're doing New Year's 2023, talking about Winter Classic jerseys, we're talking about who knows what by then. You'll be able to say, man, I've been here for a full year. I was here before there was 100 subs, and who knows what we'll be by then. We'll be taking over the world by then. So thanks so much for clicking like, click, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And until next time, I'll see you guys.